It's gonna have a departmental report, I want to notice that. Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Gallagher,
Here.
Commissioner Cater,
Here.
Commissioner Buckley.
Here.
Four present.
Okay, as you wish, please stand for the pledge and the invocation. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clerk.
Dear God, we thank you for the opportunity to meet today, this open forum, decide the future of this county, make a decision. We ask your wisdom to be granted upon these people making decisions. We also ask for your blessing for all the people that are in the Middle East and both sides, and that this conflict will conclude quickly. All these things we ask in your Son's name, Jesus Christ our Lord.
Amen.
I'm going to ask for an amendment to the agenda. This is an addition to the consent agenda, and we just want an approval of a building for DevNet for $3,000. Motion?
Okay, I make a motion, we amend the agenda to add, to the consent agenda, approving a bill, from DevNet for $3,000.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Since that wasn't published, I've added, kind of highlighted it on this consent agenda too. All in favor of, or a motion please on the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion, we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Okay, any questions?
If it was, since it was amended, just to make note that that was a bill, it was a normal bill, but it was timely, and there was a little bit of discrepancy when it needed to be paid, and so that's why we need to put it on this. But it was budgeted, there's no.
We'll talk about later, there will not be a meeting next week, as we're gonna be all at the MAC
So
conference.
that put it off a
And
couple
that
of
put
weeks.
it off a week, and then, the bill was due December 9th, and so by the time we got back and acted on it, and our approval process takes several days, so, we thought we need to get this done. So, do I have a motion second? Any other questions, comments? Yeah, Rich?
What are their certificates of training for?
Eric?
It just proves we have to go, like up to the commissioner's training, like roads, asphalt, that you know, prove that you know, the types of asphalt, plus the training, just basic stuff when you go to
And
Margarita
you
bill
go
for
to, you
the
go to
state.
these meetings,
Rich,
and you're not allowed to pick up your certificate till the end of the meeting, you can't leave it early.
Rich, we passed that a few years ago when a lot of people were not continuing education in there. So every county office holder has to get so many hours of continuing education. In our case, it's 20 hours of continuing education. And like Harold says, when you go to the meeting, they take roll every time you open the session to make sure they're so they can swear. Now they can't tell you if they were paying attention, but you have been there and you attended the continuing education.
Thank you.
Blake Dudley didn't have the asphalt either, but he had others.
Yeah, not all asshole.
All right, moving right along, thank you, Rich. Okay, motions, or I have a second, okay, yeah. All in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Okay, we have a bid opening for health insurance, brokerage. Is that the right term, brokerage? No, just health insurance.
Health insurance.
Bid. We have two bids.
Okay, we will not act on these today, they'll be out if anybody wants to look at them.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them out so you can publicly, if somebody wants to look at them. One of them is Team Care, our current supplier. The other one is from First State Bank Insurance Agency, and it's, we will evaluate them.
Okay.
You and
These
the
are-
auditor and take a look at those.
Go through and check all the costs and all the benefits and all that, and double check everything.
Commission, I request that the auditor's office review both bids before a decision is
Yeah,
made.
we will not act until we do. Thank you. Okay,
Is that it?
Yeah.
okay, so we've got the two bids, they've been opened publicly, and now they're out for display, and they'll be taken up after this meeting. Okay, I'm about to run out of meeting. Request a bid, Nick? Hey, on that screen. That's a file photo, that's not the one he talked about.
Yeah, but look at that screen.
So we're looking to go out for a request bid for the sheriff's department for, they're called MDT, just, they're laptops, they're heavy duty laptops. We're looking at the CF33s. We bought some last year, and this is gonna be the second half of what we need to update for the sheriff's departments for the MDTs. It'll also be, the computers and the mounting tray and the mounting bracket for the computers in the car. With these MDTs, they'll be able to actually take the computer out of the car if they need to, take it in the house, take a report, take a statement, take pictures. It's definitely something that they use every day.
How many did we buy last year?
Last year we got 15.
15?
Yeah.
How many you expecting probably this year?
And honestly, it depends on the price, what
Yeah, we
kind
can't
of
talk,
price we get.
can't talk dollars since
Yeah.
it's going out for bid. Okay. Any other comments?
No.
Buck will install the, I'll say the hardware in the cars, and then you'll put the.
Yeah, we'll put the, get the computer, set them up, put the programs on, then you get them in the cars.
Okay.
This is a budget item for what department?
The sheriff's department is.
And, you don't know what,
I don't know,
line
I
item?
don't know what line item it is that he's wanting to use, but he did tell me he does have money, dollar amount, so.
Okay, again, we don't talk dollars
Yep.
at this stage. Okay, motion?
I make a motion, we, bid the mobile data terminals, MDT, for the sheriff's department.
Second?
I'll second.
Questions? All in favor of allowing this bid, please say aye.
Aye.
How many suppliers do you think will bid?
Last time we got one,
Okay.
it just kind of depends, we'll reach out to a couple different people, let them know. One thing that we do, with these MDTs, we will take refurbished MDTs, we can buy them usually 2 to 1, sometimes 3 to 1.
Okay.
Might do them that way, so.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now I gotta get my final vote.
That did not even go for all of it.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Now we have, no meeting next week. We will all be gone, so the party begins here when we leave, I guess. She's gonna be frying eggs in the parking lot.
No. I'm moving on second.
Uh-oh. Next meeting will be 2
More
weeks
training,
from
Rich.
today.
More training.
Yeah, okay. Told you I'm running out of meeting here. Anybody got any correspondence? Other comments?
Couple things.
Yeah.
I got one thing I'd like to just kind of mention. Wife and I, we've been trying to get our flu shots through the county health department. And we went up the other week, the one we wanted wasn't available, the high dosage one. They said, call and see when it's available. We've made 3 calls, left a message, never have gotten a call back.
Well, Linda, you wanna talk about that?
I sure do. Hi, I'm the director of the health department, and I will get with you and give you my number, and we'll get you taken care of.
So you two gonna contact each
Yes.
other and that's gonna get
Brought it
together,
up at a
okay?
great time.
Yeah.
I think it would be easier for them when you go in like that, if they don't have it, say, we will call you when it comes in.
Yes.
Because we call, and they'll get an answer, but when it comes, and if you call and it's not there, you know, if they call back, and it's not in yet, well, we're wasting time.
Well,
But
I
that
think-
way, when it comes in, they can call, we go right up and get it.
I think the beauty of it is that 2 civil, intelligent people are gonna.
Well,
Well, and that's something
I'll see
that,
that.
that's something that
Thanks.
is set up anyways, is that right, Linda? Because you have a lot of that
Yeah.
has been done, so. Yeah, awesome.
Great. Any other public comments? And thank you.
Our representative from the Teamsters, did you have anything today? We appreciate you coming down.
Just to introduce myself, I'm Mike Gribb. I took over for Larry Tinker. I'm the president of Local 600. I'm just here for Mr. Meadows because he's out doing other things. He's traveling. But just to say hi and introduce myself. I know I'm going to talk about anything about insurance, the bids, and everything, but we're happy to serve you, get the bids, and that's big, the Central States DK. And I've been enjoying it for, I'm 3rd generation, lived in the household. I've been underneath that plan since I was little, now 58 years old right now.
Okay. Well, we've enjoyed it.
Yep.
Thank you. Good to have you here. Okay, any departmental reports, Louis?
Yes, Commissioner, I won't be here next week, at least one day, because I'll be joining you in Margaritaville. It's a tough place to attend a meeting, obviously. But the reason I'll be there, more importantly, is because the president of the association is Pete Frazier, St. Francis County, or Cape Girardeau County Auditor, and he will be the first auditor elected as president of the association. So counties are in real trouble now. If you think they're in trouble here, wait till Pete gets
I'd
on.
have to vote on it.
Pete was also part of your committee, I believe,
Yes.
for
Senate Bill
Senate Bill 109. Yeah,
190.
190, yeah.
Was on.
So the good news is, this afternoon or tomorrow, you three gentlemen will receive 78 pages of the budget of 2024. For those of you that participated, department heads and county office holders, we started this back in July, and the complete auditor's office took some sort of entitlement with that. Pardon me, but more importantly, Amber Mangele is the one that spent literally months putting this together. It's thousands of line items, as you can imagine. But we also did something a little different this year, where we brought department heads and office holders together individually, with one commissioner appearing during the meeting, so that everybody has a better understanding of why we need the money for your department, how it's going to be spent, and justified it. So we all have a better understanding now, and more importantly, the county commission is not going to have to come back to a department head and waste their time saying, what is this for? How is this going to be spent? So I think it was a good process overall.
At least one commissioner.
At least one commissioner, yes. We ask that the public hearing be held December the 18th for the budget, because we would like to have it approved at your December 19th meeting, because that'll be the last meeting for the year.
Okay.
The last commission meeting of the year, unless you call a special meeting, because this has to be approved before the 1st of January. And with holidays in there, you only have a month now to go line, and I'm sure you will go line by line through that budget.
Now, is that 78 page,
Yes.
digital or hard copy?
Well, we prefer you take it as a hard copy so you can actually
Yeah,
line
that's what I
item it.
prefer, yeah. Okay, so you have it printed out.
And if you need any help, Kevin Engler will be more than happy to assist.
Yeah.
And Louis, I appreciate the email I got about possible situations and where we might need that and all that, so I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And I've looked through that and I found some items. I appreciate it.
We're over budget at this point,
Yeah. Not bad, but it's over. Okay.
aren't we, Carrie?
Just depends.
Yeah. A little bit.
And then that's what I'm just saying too, now I'm gonna throw this out there, that there's a possibility of some grants, and if we don't get the grants, we don't get to do the work, so it just goes away.
Well, we've really been working good at grants, if you look on them, really line item. And, you know, if we don't get the grant, we'll just wait, but we got grants paired now, with the following year, we're ready for them. We're learning more and more every year, I think we'll really get good at that.
I think what we're trying to say is we take it out of the budget, but hopefully we get a grant to do that work. Those items.
That's your decision.
Yeah, we'll try to do that.
But
Okay.
no, thank your office, that you guys,
You're welcome.
yes.
Okay. Any other departmental reports?
Yes, I do. This isn't necessarily a road and bridge report, but a few weeks ago, well, the county employees elected me to attend the loggers meeting annually, which I've done for probably 10 years. And I just wanted to give a small report on that. I attended the meeting, went to all the different seminars, and there was a lot of, you know, I go to this every year and you think it's the same old thing year after year.
Let me interrupt. Loggers is one of the retirement programs that we offer county employees.
Right, and they elect an employee to go to their annual meeting, business meeting every year. So, I go to these every year, and, you know, you would think it's the same old thing over and over and over, but I always learn something new every time I go. But I just wanted to give the report of, I mean, there's some legislative changes. Any changes throughout the logger system has to be done through the Missouri legislature. They give a legislative update. There's the financial report, which loggers is very well funded. I think assets of over 12 billion, with a $1 billion now. 95% fully funded. But the biggest thing I get out of these meetings is the contacts that I make with the logger staff. And, should anyone, any county employee have any questions or any issues with their, you know, if they're approaching retirement or how they wanna have things set up, and they can't get the answers they need, just contact me, and I know the people to put them in touch with that can give them the answer they need. So, I'm humbled to always be selected to go, but it's very informative, and the county employees should feel confident in the retirement that they have through loggers. It's very, very sound.
Well, while you're up, are there any more asphalt being made?
Well, we just finished our final contracted paving project. The plants are in the process, so probably in the next few weeks of shutting down for the season. We're still doing a little here and there, some potholing and a few patch jobs here and there. But as far as our major asphalting projects, we're over budget, and, so we're kinda out of money for the
Through
year.
no fault of
No.
the road and bridge, it's just
No.
because of the price of material.
Price of material, so we had to put some of our projects on hold till next year. I say we're over budget, we are on some certain line items, but bottom line, we're not. The road and bridge is still in black. And with, related to that, and with Louis' report, I'd like to say, and just say in an open commission meeting, that the auditor's office can be a pain in the, can be a pain.
Careful.
They are. But they are a huge help to the road, I can attest to Road and Bridge, they're a huge help to us. With Amber, with what she does, with Louis, we lean on them a lot for, direction, and they provide it. But they can be a pain. That's okay.
Like I say, you want your guard dogs
So,
around.
but they are a huge help to us. But that's about all I have.
Okay. Any other departmental reports?
A couple of things. One of the superintendents, area superintendents, at least some of them, asked to meet with me this week about their elections and how they file and thing, so.
Superintendent's on schools?
Schools.
Okay.
So I will get back with you on if there anything needs to be
And
changed.
how they file, you talking about board members?
How they take their board members' filings.
Okay.
And so I assume that they're gonna want us to play a bigger role, so I'll find out what the other people do in that regard. And the second thing I was gonna say, in the budget process, I thought was very good. And for the public, the reason that you don't have everyone in front of the whole commission is because you have to have an official meeting every time they're together, because they would have the ability to make decisions that would have to be done in public. So I know that you just wanted to make sure that they were aware of what was going on in each department. I thought it worked real well without us having to call a meeting 16 times or whatever to do those.
The only elected education official in this country is a school board member. The only elected law enforcement person in this country is the sheriff. Everyone else is appointed. Something you need to remember when election time comes up. Did you have to know that?
Nope.
Okay, any other departmental reports? I think I just found another button to push.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Thank y'all.